welcome back to my channel. So I've got another fragrance on review today. Today's review is actually one that I've got a lot of requests for. It's the debut fragrance from Selena Gomez, and the problem at first was that I couldn't get this fragrance because it's exclusive to Macys, and those are only in the United States, and I live in Canada, so I was not able to get it. But I went to New York City this past weekend with David, and we had an amazing time, and the number one thing on my list to do in New York was to go to the Macys and try the new Selena Gomez fragrance. So that is what I did, and I got myself a bottle while I was there, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it today. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you is the box that it comes in. So here is the Selena Gomez fragrance box. It is enormous. It's the biggest box I have in my room, excluding like gift sets, because the bottle is so tall, so you know they had to make the box very, very tall. So I actually really love the box. I saw a picture of it online before I had a chance to go to New York, and I just thought it looked so pretty. So on the front of the box we have Selena Gomez written in very nice lettering here, and then we have a picture of like the top of the bottle and like the lid part, which is like crazy. And I think the coloring and the way it's sort of like painted on the box looks really nice. It makes it look sort of like vintage, and it's like a very smooth like paint that they used for it, whereas the rest of the box is more of that normal sort of carton kind of material. And then on the side of the box we have sort of like the rest of the bottle top, and then Selena Gomez written. The back is just plain, and the other side is plain as well. And on the top, again, we have Selena Gomez. Makes you think that you're going to get like a bottle of champagne in here, because like the top, like they make the bottle kind of look like champagne, like, you know, blasting out like with bubbles. And it's so tall that you think there's like a mini champagne bottle in here. Okay, so now we'll move on to the bottle, which you can see is right here. This is the tallest fragrance that I own. It even towers over Rihanna's Rebel Fleur, which was like very tall. So the bottle is, well, the base of it, we'll start from the bottom. It's like it's a very nice purple ball gown, and it's sort of like draping along the floor, and it says Selena Gomez written up the side of it there. And then as you go up the bottle, we get to the lid, which it still makes me laugh because like I even talked to the woman at Macys. I'm like, so what do you think of this lid? Like, what is this trying to capture? And she's like, oh, I think it's supposed to be balloons. So I don't know if it's balloons or just like an explosion of kisses, but the lid is a gold cap here, and then it has all these purple and yellow little kissy faces that are kind of like darting out of the bottle. And when I saw a picture of the bottle online, I wondered to myself, I'm like, can you actually move those, or are those like stuck? And you could move them. You can actually bend all of them. So if you want that one downwards, you can just bend it, and it like stays wherever you put it. So you can move all of them like downwards or upwards, any way you want. I usually just keep it the way, you know, Selena has it, but you can do whatever you want with those kissy faces. So the lid comes off easily, and okay, I have an issue. So I bought this on like Friday, and I swear by Friday night I had already experienced a lid mishap, a misadventure with the lid that I was not pleased with. So I took the lid off, and there's like this black part, and I was like, that wasn't there the first time I took the lid off. And this part is supposed to be like, it's supposed to stay inside the gold part. Like there's glue up there, and this like, you know, glues into it so that when you put it on the bottle, it like kind of sticks on. But I guess the glue came undone like very easily, and now when I take the lid off, the black part gets stuck. So I have to take two lids off before I can actually use this. So it's kind of like a cheaply made lid. I think I'm just going to put a bit of glue there and just like put that back on. Maybe I just got a bad bottle, but that's what happened to me. Okay, so now I'm going to spray this. Now this is a fruity floral scent with, you know, sweet elements incorporated into it. So it really is not anything special or different from a lot of the other celebrity releases. I mean, the problem is, well, maybe it's not, maybe you might not consider it a problem, but like Selena let her fans pick the ingredients, like the three main notes. So like they got to pick, you know, what they wanted the top to sort of be the middle, and the base, like the three main components, and then Selena kind of just, did the rest. So that's, what we have with this scent. It's sort of like fan chosen. So I'm going to spray it on right now and tell you guys what it smells like. So it's a very uplifting, fruity, sparkly kind of top. So I've got her website here, and I'm just gonna tell you, so for the top note, the one that the fans chose, like the ingredient that the fans chose was raspberry. So there's raspberry in the top, and then Selena and her team added peach and pineapple. So it's a raspberry top with peach and pineapple sort of helping out. I would say, funny enough, the raspberry, which I think was supposed to be like the main star of the top, kind of gets overshadowed by the pineapple. Because I feel like it has that tropical kind of smell when you first spray. Like I do smell the pineapple most of the three. And then like kind of backing it up more so than the raspberry would be the peach. It has that sort of like sweet peachy nectar kind of smell with the pineapple. So the top is actually a little bit more tropical than I was expecting, and not as raspberry as I guess the fans were hoping. Then we get into the heart of the fragrance. Now, I do have one concern about this fragrance. There's only one flower in the whole, production of this. So it's very, very fruity. The base we'll get to, later. And the fan choice for the heart was the purple freesia, which I thought, okay, that's a good choice. And I was expecting other flowers to be added to it, but she didn't add any more flowers. It's just the purple freesia, the musk, which is in the heart, which is a little bit, odd, and the dewberry. So it's just fruit and musk added to that purple freesia. So as it progresses, it becomes slightly more floral, but not really. Like this isn't a flowery scent, it is very fruity, and I feel like the heart of the scent isn't tropical anymore. I feel like the peach and the pineapple kind of settled down a bit, and now we're getting more of that berry kind of smell, that dewberry with sort of that soft floral blend, but nothing that's ever too flowery or anything you would really consider like a floral scent. It still is fruity even now in like the heart of the scent. And then we get to the base of the scent, we have some more delicious notes. So the fan choice was the vanilla, and then Selena added some chocolate and some amber. So I thought to myself, this is going to be a very sweet, creamy scent, kind of like Katy Perry's Purr, but surprisingly, it never becomes all that sweet. Like I feel like, yeah, it's sweet. It kind of becomes a little bit candy-like, but I never get that really creamy, chocolatey goodness that I was expecting. Because with like the vanilla, the chocolate, and even the amber, those are some like, sweet, rich notes. I was really expecting this to be like gourmand, but I feel like it doesn't really fully go there. It becomes more of like a soft vanilla sweetness, and nothing that's really overpowering. And when I think of like creamy, delicious scents, this really isn't one that comes to mind. It really is more of a fruity scent with a slightly sweet vanilla base. So in the end, it really is primarily a fruity scent. That one purple freesia doesn't really hold its own against the bombardment of the fruit, and that strong, sweet base, I don't know what they did down there. They kind of just arrived, they were all gung-ho about the scent, and then left kind of early. The vanilla stuck around, because, she didn't want to be rude, but the rest of them just, they're gone. So that's kind of all you really get with the scent, is the fruits. So I wouldn't say that it is particularly unique or different. I mean, it really is kind of something I've smelt before, in a lot of other fragrances, but it certainly is pleasant, and it's not something that is too strong, or it doesn't really have any bad notes to it. Like everything is very pleasant, very well blended, and it's something that really is good for like spring or summer if you want to just put like a nice uplifting, fruity, fun kind of fragrance. The lasting power is pretty good, considering it's like mainly fruits. I wore it for like the whole day of like shopping at Times Square, and it stayed on me, so I think it has pretty decent lasting power. Now in terms of other products, now this is pretty new, it just launched, and when I went to the Macys, all they literally had was this bottle, nothing else. And when I say nothing else, I mean no lotion, no shower gel, no smaller sizes, no samples, no tester strips. I wanted to get like everything, because I'm like, when am I going to be in New York again? But she had nothing to give me. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. She had the bag. There was a free gift. It's a Selena Gomez bag. So she at least gave me that. And it suits the fragrance well in terms of like aesthetics. So this is what the bag looks like. So it's shaped like the kissy face. So it's like big lips. It's not quite the same purple as the bottle. Like the bottle's more of this like rich mauve kind of purple, whereas this one is kind of like, I don't know how you would describe this purple. It's kind of like a muted purple. Let me get... Is that better? Should I have done this in the start? But here's it in better lighting. It's more of like a metallic purple, I don't know. I don't really like the color. I feel like I would have liked it more if it was like this. But anyways, it has a long gold chain with a purple strap on the top. And what I kind of like about it is that you can adjust the chain. Like you can undo the clip here. And then, what did I do? Oh yeah, okay. Undo the clip and then put it through this part. And then pull it through. And then you can reattach it up here. So then it's like, and you do it to this side as well. So then it's kind of like, let me just show you. Okay, so I've adjusted both sides and now it's like a short, a short purse. So you can have it long, like strapped around, or you can just have like, the regular style. So it's kind of fun that way. And the inside is, it's got like the zipper, which you undo, and then it says Selena Gomez written there. And it does have another zipper inside that's like, just for little things. Oh, and then there's like 2 pouches here for like cell phones or like, Selena Gomez fragrance samples, which they don't give. So that's the bag. And it did have a tag on it. It had this Selena Gomez tag. So I took that off. I'm going to keep it, but like I took it off for the display. So that is the Selena Gomez fragrance. So like I said, there's no other products right now. I'm sure she'll release stuff like later. And like I would have waited, but like again, I was in New York and if I didn't get it then I wouldn't be able to get it at all. So that's why I only got the big one. This is 100 milliliters. It's $55 at Macys. I normally don't talk about pricing, but I'm only saying it now because you can only find it at Macys. So like, that's the price, $55. So if other products are released, if I can get to New York again, or like if it comes to Canada, I'll try and like get some, but that's all I've got for now. It's definitely a daytime scent. It's not an evening scent. It's not heavy or like sexy or anything. It's just very casual, very like daytime. So it's good for just, shopping or going to New York or whatever you want to do. Okay, so I will now do a quick summary of the fragrance. So Selena Gomez by Selena Gomez is a fruity floral fragrance. It starts off with raspberry, peach, and pineapple. It smells primarily tropical. I think it has that nice peach nectar, pineapple kind of smell to it. This leads into the heart of the fragrance, which is fruity as well. It has the dewberry, the musk, and the purple freesia. That freesia being the only flower. It settles into still a fruity kind of scent with a slightly floral undertone, but it never becomes a very flowery scent. And then we get into the base, which is a little bit misleading. It's not quite as sweet as you'd think. It has vanilla, chocolate, and amber, but I only really get a slight vanilla smell rather than anything too creamy. It has decent lasting power. It's a nice casual scent. It doesn't really take itself too seriously. It's not particularly unique, but it is pleasant and fun. Okay, so that's my review on Selena Gomez. I don't really have much else to say about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time for some more fragrance reviews.